Good morning and happy Saturday, everybody. It's Alicia here from Featherweight 38. First off, I want to apologize that I do have a cold, and you may hear that reflected in this video. But today I wanted to do my review over the Zymol HD cleaner and paste wax up against the liquid waxes of Meguiars and Zymol. And kind of explain from my knowledge a little bit of the difference. And then again, if there's any questions, if there's something I didn't cover, please comment. Let me know so that way I can make the best out of this review and definitely from this purchase. So first and foremost, I want to show you what I did here on Donna, and I've got this card here that's going to tell me where every place is. First off, this machine really didn't have a lot of clear coat damage. The paint seems to be in really good condition. I believe that no matter what the wax is on there, it's going to clean up and look really beautiful. But on this column here, and you can see where the tape had been, this white stuff will come off. It's just wax residue, and then you can definitely feel that there's no wax in between them. But this part right here was used with the Zymol HD cleaner and then the paste wax. This part right here was just used with my Meguiars and my Zymol. I did not use any rubbing compound in this particular instance. And then this part right here, I thought it would be really interesting to see how the HD cleaner would work in combination with my regular Zymol Meguiars mixture. And across the board, to be honest with you, I can't really feel a difference between them. And I really can't tell a huge difference between them. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind because as I go to the next machine, it's interesting. So this is Jan's machine. I still have her machine. She's going to come and pick it up. I need to let her know that we didn't go out of town this weekend, and she's more than welcome to stop by. But for lack of better words, I ended up splitting this up down the middle. This side right here, I did the HD cleaner and the Zymol paste wax. And then this side over here, I did the HD. Well, at first, I left it up against what we already did to it, which is regular waxing that we do here. And then what I decided to do was to take the HD cleaner to this side in the second go around and then go over it with the liquid waxes. And as you can kind of tell, it really did not make a huge difference across the board. The machine did shine. I will say this though. This machine had a sheen on it. It had some type of nicotine, dirt, all kinds of stuff caked in it. And this was by far one of the hardest machines to clean up. I ended up going back over this machine with the HD cleaner, and I think that it kind of helped add a little bit more shine to it. And then I did go back over it with the paste wax. This machine, I mean, even just the feel in it, you can definitely feel that it's got some wax on there. But this machine, you know, the paint in it, I think just could eat up probably gallons of wax just because, you know, there are some cars in that instance, it's the same thing. They just haven't been waxed or taken care of in a really long time. So I think this machine all in all cleaned up really well. I want to say that I think my new favorite product, going back over here to this one, is going to be that HD cleaner. So first I want to explain a little bit about these guys here. So the Zymol paste wax. This wax is actually kind of fun to use. It's not like your regular Zymol liquid. It doesn't leave those streak marks. It's fairly easy to use, like I said. Carmen put in his tutorial that it's even safe to just use on your bare hands, and I did use it, even though I'm not a huge fan of using any type of stuff on my hands like that. I did like the smell of it too, but I will say the smell was very closely related to the same smell that you get from Meguiars. Meguiars has like its own tropical smell as well. Paste wax of any kind, I don't care what brand it is, all of them are going to have a higher carbonuba content to it. There are some Meguiars waxes out there that are a tech wax that is, you know, they're top of the line. There's the gold class brand, or the Meguiars gold class subcategory. And that paste wax is also very expensive. So regardless of what paste wax you use, paste wax is going to be more because of the higher wax content. The higher wax content is going to leave your machine or your car having the wax on there longer than a liquid wax, because when the sun's burning or beating down on it, it is burning off the wax. So essentially a paste wax is going to last a little bit longer because it is a thicker product. So in the end, more protection, most definitely. But in terms of what was shining these machines up, I think this HD cleaner, and no matter what I used it with, the HD cleaner seems to be the driving force as to what made these machines really just look like that sheet of glass. And when you read the back here, it says that it is non-abrasive, which is great, essential oil paint cleaner that releases trapped dirt, impurities, and dead paint, resulting in the restoration of original paint. That right there is really important because the Meguiars cleaner wax, I think, does the exact same thing in terms of pulling up that dead paint, pulling off that dirt and grime. You just have to be really careful depending on what machine you use it with, because it can pull off those decals if the shellac is bad. So let me see if I can find a wax rag so I can show you a little bit. I don't like the smell of this HD cleaner. I really don't. It did not do it very well for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and I did this over here, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it again. And then I'm just going to actually pull some right here, because this spot right here I didn't really get. So this is just the HD cleaner. I'm just rubbing it on there, pressing pretty hard down there just to kind of really rub it into the paint. And then there's that. But I want to show you also that Meguiars does fairly the exact same thing when it comes to pulling off that grime. And this right here, folks, is just with that HD cleaner. In fact, the HD cleaner just leaves a nice shine as well. So I'm going to turn this machine around here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put a little bit of the Meguiars wax. The shellac is really in good condition here, so I'm not really too worried about putting it so close to a decal. The only time that I really get really concerned is when the paint is definitely worn. And as you can tell here, the Meguiars wax is also pulling off that stuff. And then this machine does have a few little scratches in it, so that's what you're seeing there. But all in all, you can see how that definitely shines up. I felt when doing this particular machine here, and even with going over Jan, I'm thinking that, well, first off, let me clear up some of the confusion that I had. When I was first reading about this, I thought that the Featherweight shop was doing a special wax. This wax has actually been out on the, in fact, this combination is out there on the market, and he actually ended up saying that in his tutorial and in the marketing piece on his website. So I didn't realize that until now. So you could have been buying this combination of stuff for a really long time. I noticed that this is a 6-ounce bottle, the 8-ounce bottle, and this doesn't specify how many ounces this is on the bottle, but it is $74 out there. And I just kind of find that I don't care what's in it. That's just really, really high for me anyway. Some people, you know, it's their car, it's their sewing machine, whatever, and you know, that price doesn't make a difference, and that's okay. The other thing is they said that this was to make it more compactable for a featherweight owner, which again, this bottle is still pretty significantly big, and the other thing is because it's made out of organic materials, they recommend it be placed in the refrigerator. Well, if I have to refrigerate the wax, I don't really know that I would want to take it somewhere with me, just because wax being in the sunlight and heating up and things like that is not necessarily a good thing. So this does not swirl like this Zymol, but once you get used to the Zymol and you start using it more and more, it does get better, I promise. I felt that this HD cleaner was the driving force. Yes, you're going to have a higher wax content with this. Yes, there may be more protection in the end. Not going to deny that factor. But I felt like the HD cleaner did just as good a job working in combination with these two waxes as it did with that wax. So I feel like This right here by itself online is $30 for a little bit bigger bottle than this. So if you've already bought a brand new bottle of this, either one of these things, I would just go online and buy the HD cleaner and see if that makes a difference for you. This set here is about $40 on the Featherweight shop, and it says it'll clean about 20 machines. And that probably varies depending on the severity of how dirty they are and how often someone waxes it and upkeeps it. So keep that in mind. I definitely am more of a more bang for your buck type of person, regardless if I was doing this or if I was just shopping for my own personal use. So this bottle right here is 18. I have to get mine online. Meguiars ranges anywhere between $4 and $6. If you're looking for just shine, cleaning up the machine, and some protection, I think that you could get by with just using your regular wax. However, this HD wax is definitely going to pull up a lot of that dirt and grime. So you could actually purchase this and use it in combination, especially if you just purchased the Zymol bottle. If you feel you want to have the brand new latest and greatest thing, it's $30-some at the Featherweight shop. If you type in the Facebook 5, you do get a discount. I think this is a really good product. Don't get me wrong. I will use it. I did like how it cleaned up. I just felt like this right here was the main thing. Yes, you're going to get more protection with the paste wax, but I was really impressed with this one. I did not like the smell of this. This does not smell tropical to me. This one does, but this one does not. I was really impressed with the HD cleaner. I will admit that. I think that this right here, like I said, no matter what it's used with, is really going to just make your machine really shine. I'm trying to see if there was actually any. It's a pre-wax. It doesn't say if it has any type of wax inside of that, but yeah, I really like that. So for me, cost-effective wise, I don't really know if using this all the time, especially since I bought just a brand new bottle. I have a whole another bottle unopened of the Zymol. So I will probably at some point buy the HD cleaner in a bigger bottle and kind of go from there. I think in terms of which one I'm going to use, again, will kind of depend on the machine itself, as you know, some machines clean up really nicely and some machines need a little bit of extra TLC. So my overall review of it is, I think it's a great product. Any type of paste wax, I think you're going to find that it has a higher wax content. I do like the organic materials that they use in the Zymol. I do think that $40 for that small amount there seems a bit high. To be honest with you, I am very impressed with the HD cleaner. However, I do feel that the HD cleaner can be used in combination with the Zymol cleaner wax and the Meguiars wax, and you're still going to have a machine that comes out looking beautiful. So really it depends on how much you're wanting to spend on waxes. You know, you could spend a bunch of money on waxes that could be used for other things, such as additional feet, attachments, and fabric. You know, but maybe the wax is really important to you. So this combination set here is about $34. I saw this was like $28 online, $18 and $6. So it really, I mean, for me here at Featherweight 38, I've got the products. I will probably go ahead and use, you know, these two obviously, and I will probably continue to use the HD cleaner because I do feel that that really did help. So again, if there's any questions or comments, or maybe you guys have already used this wax yourself and have something additional to say, please put it in the comments. If there's something that I didn't go over that you would like me to go over, again, put it in the comments, message me. I want to make the most out of this review as I possibly can. And if there's anything that I can do to further, you know, educate anybody or go over, you know, before you go out and make a purchase, let me know that too. So that way you can make the best informed purchase that you can. Have a great Saturday, everybody, and thank you again for being a part of Featherweight 38.